Hi guys, it's Steph here at Bujo Bear. So sorry there was no video last week. I've had a bit of a September slump, to be perfectly honest. September hasn't been the best month journal-wise. I think it's just been so chaotic with going back to work and my little boy going to school that I didn't have a lot of time for journaling, as you will see in the bullet journal now. So I'm just going to flip through September and then I'll bring you another video this week showing you my setup in my new bullet journal, yay, for the month of October. So let's dive in. This is my Hello September page where I just did my usual sort of circle, but then I changed it into a bit of a dream catcher. So I really like that design. I might try something similar again next month or maybe the month after. These are just some of my September memories. You can see there's still a little bit of room left for filling things in as and when they pop up. But I reached 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel this month. I think it's now actually 126 now. So I'm really, really chuffed with that. Thank you so much, guys. This was my month at a glance for September. As you can see, it doesn't look fairly busy on here, but it really was just totally chaotic. We had the front of our house rendered, as you can see on here. That was really busy. We've had some big HSA events planned, so I've been super busy with that. So I haven't had a lot of time for my writing and my bullet journal, which I was pretty sad about, but I'm getting back on track now. Okay, so as you can see from my September habit tracker and my September cleaning, there are big gaps, which I wasn't happy about, but now I kind of like, because that's just kind of what happens sometimes. Life gets away from you, and I like the little things that I just wrote in to just explain the big gaps. But as you can see, I'm back on track now, so keeping going with that. I would say that I didn't get a lot of chance to do these September Plan With Me Challenge and the September Rock Your Handwriting. However, I did kind of have binge days where I just did about 4 or 5 in like one go. So I've pretty much done most of the Rock Your Handwriting. I really like this one. I'm definitely going to keep up with this one. And probably the Plan With Me Challenge as well for next month. And as you can see, this is my first attempt at the gratitude log I've seen in a lot of people's journals. I just wanted to give it a try. I found it okay. I don't really know whether it's for me, or certainly the way that I'm doing it is for me. I'm going to keep at it next month, maybe try something a little bit different and just do a page of things that not necessarily I'm daily grateful for, but I'll just do like a big double spread of maybe things that I'm grateful for as and when they happen over the course of the next month or two. As you can see, there's a big gap again, and I just wrote a little thing. Sometimes life just happens, move forwards, and I try not to feel too bad about it. So my creativity calendar for this month didn't go very well. I think it was a bit ambitious with going back to work and everything. I haven't done a lot of blogs. I've missed sort of one or two videos. My writing wasn't up to scratch. So I've got something slightly different for the month of October, which I will show you in my October setup video. Okay, so this was just some dailies, and I was starting to do a Slimming World. And as most of you know, if you do a Slimming World, you keep a record of the different food groups that you're eating. So you have your free foods, super free foods, healthy extras, and your sins, and then you calculate it. And I just found the bullet journal to be brilliant for a place to put those in. I started doing it at the end of August and in September, and then I kind of fell off a little bit, as you can see. I wasn't doing it there, and then we get to this page and I start to set up, and I think I barely set up then, and I just put a big life happens thing, and as you can see, it jumps from the 6th of September to the 10th. I did some of the Rock Your Handwriting prompts there. Another big jump then from the 11th on the other page to the 17th. And I just thought, right, I've got to get back into the swing of this. So I did a load of the prompts there. I really like this one. I might try and practice this writing a bit more. And then I kept up with it then, which was really good. I tried to do some more of the handwriting challenges. and prompts for various things. So I've just got a lot of dailies. Most of September is my dailies. I won't pretend that it's anything other than that. So I started to set up a bit for this morning here. I've got to fill this in now, ready for the day ahead. So that should be good, and I'll be ready to go because I started it last night. And then I can't actually remember what happened, but I got called away anyway. So I'm going to set this up for today now, and that should be done. This is just some notes I made from, it was a little tutorial that we had in work showing us how to use a program, Serif Draw Plus. So I just made some notes there in my journal. This is some handwriting practice that I did after watching a video on YouTube by Jessica from Pretty Prints and Paper. Fantastic for lettering and calligraphy and handwriting, I think. So I just wanted to try out a few little things on there. I watched the video Intro to Lettering and Brush Calligraphy. So I just started to have a little go on that. I think I'm going to try and keep up with this a bit more, maybe get myself some brush and calligraphy pens. So we'll see how this goes. But I just wanted to try this out a little bit, and I did really enjoy it. Some are better than others, as you can see. So I think I'm going to try and do some more of this. I have left this doubles page spread for half a page each for the next couple of dailies that I've got to finish out September in. These are blank for the rest of my Rock Your Handwriting challenges that I've got to do. As you can see, I planned some of the pages there, and I'm ready to start that page, ways to make bad days better. So I'm going to go ahead and do that today now. I've done some others just because I had a bit of time last night to get ahead on them. I really enjoyed this one, the Fave Mantras one. I quite like that, and I just tried a few different handwritings. I really enjoyed that. Day 28, and I've left a little bit of space there for day 29 on the Rock Your Handwriting prompts. This page, I just went ahead and filled it with some headers and banners, just to kind of draw on next time I'm looking for inspiration. I tend to kind of stick to the same ones. I like arrow ones a lot. I quite like these little laurel wreath kind of things. I tend to stick to similar ones like that, but I might try out a few new ones next month. And that was the Plan With Me challenge I did for day 27 and 28. And to finish things off in here, I just went ahead and planned basically a September review, but the review of my whole journal and planning for my next journal. So what works in my bullet journal and I'll be keeping. What doesn't work that I've tried, and it's not either not really for me or it's not really something I'm keen on pursuing and carrying on with in my next journal. And these are things that I've tried and I do like. I just don't like the way that I've necessarily started to do them. So I'm going to have to try and shift these up a little bit for my next one. And some things that I would like to try either I've seen on Instagram or people's blogs or their YouTube channels. So I'll keep you up to date with these things that I want to try in my next journal. And I just ended it off with the last Rock Your Handwriting challenge for day 30. And I finished it off with just some doodling on this page. It's a bit of a love theme, as you can see. I used some this is actually a stencil here, so I used some stenciling with that. I can't actually tell you where the stencil's from because I just borrowed it from my mum. She's big into her scrapbooking and card making, and I just really liked that, and it inspired the rest of the outside, so that was a nice little stencil for that. And then that's the back of my journal, which I think I've already showed you guys, just like pen tests and stamp tests and job search things that I've discovered. So I might do a nice big quote doodle on this page. And then that's it, guys. I have finished my first bullet journal, and I've got to say I have really, really loved it. It's been fantastic. I finally found a system that works with me and my life, and I will be keeping it up, and I will be starting my new bullet journal, which is a dotted A5 Leuchtturm 1917. So I'm really excited to show you that, and that will be my next video up in the next few days. So thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.